TechDaily.ai, your source for technical information. Welcome, everyone. We're diving deep today into something lots of you might be thinking about, Proxmox VE. Specifically, how it stacks up as a real alternative to VMware.
Yeah, it's definitely a conversation that's heating up. With recent changes and, well, costs in the VMware space, people are actively looking around.
Absolutely. So, our goal here is to unpack the key reasons why you might consider Proxmox VE. What are the compelling benefits? Where should we start?
Well, probably the biggest one, for many, certainly the most immediate, is cost. Let's face it, VMware licenses, vSphere, vCenter, they aren't cheap.
Right. And recent changes haven't exactly helped on that front, have they?
Not really, no. The analysis points to that being a major factor pushing people to explore alternatives. So Proxmox VE comes in, and it's open source.
Meaning the core software is free.
Essentially, yes.
Yeah.
The platform itself is free to download and use. Now, there are paid support subscriptions, which are, highly recommended for businesses.
Of course, for production.
Exactly. But even with support, the potential difference in total cost of ownership, the TCO, compared to traditional VMware licensing can be, well, dramatic.
Okay, so that's a huge potential plus right there. If license costs are a pain point for you, the listener, this is definitely something to note. What's next?
That cost aspect ties into the next big advantage, avoiding vendor lock-in.
Always a critical point.
It really is. Proxmox is built on open standards. We're talking KVM for virtualization, QEMU, LXC for containers. These are industry standards.
So you're not locked into one company's ecosystem, their specific roadmap, their pricing strategy.
Precisely. You get more control, more flexibility. You're not quite so dependent on a single vendor's decisions down the line.
Okay, flexibility, cost.
Yeah.
What else? I saw Proxmox described as an all-in-one platform. What does that mean in practice?
It means it integrates a lot of the necessary pieces into one place. You've got the KVM hypervisor, LXC containers, software-defined storage, networking, backups, even clustering.
All managed through one interface.
Yep, a single web interface. So instead of needing separate tools, maybe like vCenter for management, VSAN for storage, maybe NSX for networking, Proxmox aims to bundle those core functionalities together.
So potentially simpler architecture, less juggling of different products?
That's the idea. It can really streamline management. And things like integrated storage, supporting various options like Stonefly, StoneFusion, LVM, NFS, ISCSI, it's all managed within that same environment.
Interesting. And efficiency. Is it lighter weight?
Generally, yes. Proxmox tends to have lower system overhead compared to the full VMware stack.
Meaning you might get more performance out of your existing servers.
Potentially, yes. A better utilization of your compute and storage resources. It's known for being pretty efficient.
How about managing it? You mentioned the web interface.
Right. There's an intuitive web GUI, which is great for day-to-day tasks. But importantly, you also have full command line access.
Good for automation and scripting folks.
Exactly. And there's a REST API, too. So integration and automation are definitely well supported.
Okay, let's circle back to storage for a sec. Features like snapshots, live migration, how does that work? Do you need extra licenses?
That's another key difference. Features like snapshots, cloning, built-in replication between nodes, and live migration moving a running VM without downtime. These are generally included as standard features in Proxmox VE.
So things that might cost extra or require specific license tiers elsewhere are just part of the package.
Correct. Available out of the box with its supported storage types, it makes advanced functionality more accessible.
Okay, so pulling all this together, cost savings, no vendor lock-in, integrated platform, efficiency, flexible management, included features.
Yeah, I think the overall picture is that Proxmox VE has really matured into a very capable, powerful, and crucially cost-effective alternative. It's not just for hobbyists anymore, it's a serious consideration for many businesses, especially, as we said, given the current climate around virtualization costs and strategies.
Definitely sounds like something worth investigating further if you're in that space. A lot of compelling points to weigh up, great insights. Thanks for helping unpack all that.
My pleasure.
This podcast is sponsored by Stonefly, your trusted solution provider and advisor in enterprise storage, backup, disaster recovery, hyper-converged in VMware, Hyper-V, Proxmox cluster, AI servers, SA365, a turnkey security appliance, and public and private cloud. Check out stonefly.com or email your project requirements to sales@stonefly.com.